Oh hi, this is nnewt84 and, well, you saw me take the Buzzfeed privilege test and the Buzzfeed feminist test, and today we're taking the Buzzfeed sexism test. Now, this one's going to be a little different because I've never actually seen anyone else take this test. I just saw the thumbnail of someone else's take on this test right in the corner, right after uploading my video on the feminist test. So these are going to be completely 100% my opinions. Like, I'm not trying to speak my own opinions while it's clearly obviously influenced by someone else. Or maybe not so clearly, but yeah, it's all my opinions this time, completely 100%. And this test was made by Hannah Jewell. I'm saying this because I'm informing you guys not to go and harass her, because for all we know, yeah, she could be a nice person in real life. Maybe she was just mandated to make this test by the feminist bigwigs in charge of this website. Anyway, let's move on. What percentage sexist are you? And it's got a picture of a man, or more specifically a white man, because women are a minority. Wait, is this even record? Oh yeah, it's recording. Yeah, because only white men are sexist, right? It's not like women are oppressed in countries with non-white populations. No offense to any non-whites who love and respect women with all their heart, but like it's kind of true though. Like Saudi Arabia, if you don't count them as white, China, Papua New Guinea, Sudan. Apparently, the Russians didn't count as white in Nazi Germany, and they don't exactly treat their women all right. Well, okay, moving on. Find out what biases lurk deep inside you. More questions will appear as you go along. Oh, I see. So, I have to answer one question and then it shows me the next one. It's not like the feminism test where... Okay. Enough beating around the bush. So, number 1. Who should the breadwinner of a family be? Is it the man, the woman, whoever gets paid more, it doesn't matter? Oh, the dog. Oh, that's... At least this one has a sense of humor. Well, for me personally, it doesn't really matter who the breadwinner is. Like, yeah, I do think it should be who gets paid more, because, you know, women do work their asses off in this day and age. Well, okay, not all women, but a lot of them do. And if she happens to earn more than the man, yeah, that's great. Good for her. But if the man earns more, then he should be the breadwinner. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Like, what I really don't get is why it's anti-feminists who complain whenever the woman gets full custody of the children. Like, isn't she fulfilling her duty as a mother and a woman, you know, being the ultimate caregiver of the kids? Like, I'm not sure who to be more mad at. The feminists for only wanting equality when it suits them, or the anti-feminists for only wanting traditionalism when it suits them. Like, anyway, moving on. Who should spend more time on the housework? I think it should be a shared responsibility. ¿Por qué no los dos? Have you ever described a girl as slutty? Only because she was so slutty, I felt bad about it. Sometimes I would never. Okay, well, this one might have been true of me during my feminist phase, but I think there are points where I've called a girl a slut, so I'm gonna go with this one. Without thinking, pick a boss. This one, but not because he's a man, but because he's white. Because, you know, women are a minority, am I right? Even though women make up 51% of the population. So, if anything, it should be men who should be put on the same level as the blacks and the gays and the trannies, not women. Answer honestly. Have you judged a woman's intelligence because of the way she speaks? Do women with... I don't even want to say it. No, it wasn't a sexism thing, for the record. It was an ableism thing. That's one I really don't want to get into. But anyway, Maybe nope. Why do you think there's a gender pay gap? There isn't one. Pay discrepancies exist because women choose lower paid work. There aren't enough women qualified to be in senior positions. And yeah, because women are worth less. Okay, I'm just going to go with this one. Without thinking, pick a doctor. I'm guessing she counts as white, so yeah, I'm going to go with her. Seriously, why do you always go with the white man? Like, women are not a minority. Why do you think there are so few women in politics? Because men are more naturally suited to leadership and politics? Yeah, I'm not going with that one. Because women have babies in their 30s, okay? Because voters are sex, because they just... Yeah, I'm definitely going with that last one. You know, I believe women are capable of making good politicians. I just don't agree with people like Hillary Clinton or Angela Merkel, however the hell you say it, whatever, she's German, whatever, but ja, ich weiß ein bisschen das Deutsche. Well, like, the reason I think these people make bad politicians is because I disagree with their policies. Hell, it's because I care about women that I don't like Merkel, because she's letting in all these, you know, like, rapists. Like, I'm not saying all Muslims are like that, but those who are should not be excused because, oh, you're being Islamophobic. Wah. Anyway, do women make good bosses? This one's kind of specific. They have too much to prove, so they're just bossy. Okay. Oh god, this isn't... They're not talking about the whole band bossy thing, are they? That was years ago. Just move on. Not usually better than... Oh yeah, I'm just going with yes, of course. Without thinking, pick a nurse. This one, obviously, because, you know, she's white. Can women be great mathematicians and scientists? No, otherwise we'd see more of their achievements in history. Well, I disagree with this one because, yes, there was a time when women were, you know, actually held down by the patriarchy, but that's not really so much of a problem anymore. Depends. Women's brains are better suited to... yeah, I'm kind of swearing between... I don't know, swearing... Whatever the word is between these two. Yeah, I'm just going to go with this one. Mainly because sexual dimorphism does exist, and I don't want to seem like a third wave hyper-feminist type if I take this one. If you lost at a sport to a woman, well, I don't really play sports against anyone, but I don't know, like, I had a few shots at tennis with my sisters when I was younger, though, so does that count? You don't really tend to think of your siblings as girls or guys or whatever. I mean, like, my interactions with my sisters are significantly different than with my exes or the girl that I have a crush on. But anyway, how would you? Oh, annoyed, but I'm also a woman, so it wouldn't have anything to do with gender. Well, obviously that doesn't apply to me. Embarrassed? Well, maybe if she has some kind of disability and I lost her, that would be embarrassing, but I don't know. Annoyed because I'm not like other... Okay, that obviously doesn't apply to me. Happy, good for her, she's so sporty. Livid, but only because I'm... Yeah, okay, I'm definitely this one, because I'm not incredibly competitive. Without thinking, pick a professor. This one. Can women be funny? They're generally less funny because they don't have to be funny to attain a mate. What if they want to be funny, though? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Christopher Hitchens, whatever. No, women are expected to be... No, okay, I don't agree. I definitely don't agree with that one. I'm going to be like, yeah. I don't know. There are a lot of feminist values I do agree with. Like, I think women should be allowed to pursue their lifelong ambitions. They should be allowed to express themselves... You know, as long as they're not harming anyone or breaking the law or whatever, I don't know. Who should spend more time raising kids? Whoever's able to, obviously. Yeah, you see, I tend to call myself an ambifeminist rather than an anti-feminist. I'm comfortable with that label mainly because no one else uses it, and therefore there's not really much in the way of baggage. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're just making up labels to sound special. Well, this is completely different from that non-binary shit because... Oh, no, I'm not liking one of the answers to this question. Yes, okay, has anyone ever called you sexist? Yes, it happens all the time. Well, hasn't happened all... Like, once... Well, it used to happen all the time when I wrote stuff on the forum site. Like everyone would call me a misogynist all the freaking time. Never. I have been accused of... Yeah, this is the answer I was referring to when I said I didn't like it. Like, what even is reverse sexism? Like, I don't even think even women say this because, like, to them, wouldn't a man being sexist against a woman be reverse sexism because to them being female is the standard sex? Like, especially if you're a white woman, where, you know, being white and female is the standard. So if you hear about reverse racism, you know, black on white racism, you automatically think reverse sexism must be men being sexist against women. Like, again, like, I've never been a woman or a girl or whatever, so I don't know how women or girls think about this, but anyway, how would I answer this question? Well, it doesn't really happen to me anymore because I've now been banned from the forum site, but yes, it used to happen to me all the time. It wasn't just once or twice. Do you think sexism still exists? Well, what do you think? Okay, so I got 42% sexist. Careful, you're in real danger of sexism. Think before you speak. And think before you crap, okay, I hope that one's a joke. Just think more, cause sexism is bad. Okay? Well, that was fun. It's kind of half sarcastic there because these questions were stupid. But yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't nearly as cringeworthy as the tests I've seen most people take. And I'd love to see other people's takes on this test in the future at some point. So, also, while I was searching for this test... Oh boy, apparently... A lot of other people didn't like this. Yeah, don't worry, Nevers. I'll get on to watching your video at some point. Do you think these tests are sexist? Oh, sorry, do you think these things are sexist? Yeah, my mind going all over the place. Lel. Or kek, as the Kekistani people say. Do you ever think it's acceptable to catcall? Oh yeah, and don't harass this woman either. She's probably a nice girl in real life who might just be mandated to do this. You never know. What the hell kind of questions is this? Is it sexist to expect a woman to shave her legs? Well no. Personally, I don't think a woman should have to shave her legs, but you know, like I'm kind of into those sort of tomboyish types. Not that all tomboys don't shave their legs. In fact, a lot of them probably do. But like if that, like, I'm fine with them not doing that. Like, that doesn't bother me. Just like be yourself. Like, the patriarchy isn't holding you down with rope or anything. Anyway, do you think it's ever acceptable to catcall? Well, I personally don't ever catcall women. Probably because I'm afraid of the repercussions. But I'm going to say only if it's complimentary. Mainly because, you know, I don't want to stomp on other people's right to catcall. I mean, like, my mother and my sister have catcalled at guys. And they're fine with getting catcalled at themselves. uh, so I'm in the 13%. It's either lucky or unlucky. Yeah, I was born on the 13th of July. Yeah, just like Zeus from Gravity Falls. Okay. Well, anyway, do you think some jobs are better suited to one gender? Only for jobs that require certain physical attribute. You know, like construction work, or I don't know, psychology, I guess, because women are better at, I don't know. I don't know if it's sexist to say that women are better at empathy or anything. I mean, I'm certainly more comfortable with saying men are better at lifting stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm a man myself, so I have this in-group bias, or because it's just factually true that men, on average, are stronger, and that's easier to prove than whichever sex is more empathetic. But I don't know. I just feel like people might accuse me of being a feminist or SJW if I say women are better at this than men are, even if it is true. Like their whole empathy thing, which might be true. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, do you think misogynistic lyrics in popular culture are harmful to society? If you're talking about stuff like Baby Got Back, where it's just talking about women's buttocks and, ooh, I like them butts and stuff. Yeah, I'll admit, that does make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. And this is coming from an arse man myself. But here's the thing. If you don't like... yes, I know the whole don't like it, don't watch, listen to, read, play it, or whatever argument. Like when that's being used to shield against actual legitimate criticism, like these lyrics just don't flow well, or this character's severely one-dimensional, or the controls are really the controls are really stiff. You know, that's where the don't like it, don't pay attention to it argument doesn't really hold much water. But you guys are complaining about lyrics being harmful to society. It's very simple to just, switch off the radio. Also, are you completely forgetting that Beyonce song, Who Run the World? Like, you could argue that song is blatantly sexist against men because, it says women's own everything and men, they're below us. So, let me ask you, Buzzfeed, do you think misogynistic lyrics in popular music are harmful to society? Do you think quotas are ever acceptable to get more women into certain roles such as corporate board members or MPs? No, I don't. Those women should just be themselves and actually put in the effort. If women want to be in parliament or on the board of directors, like, good for them. They should go the extra mile to actually prove that they're good at it, which is exactly what men do. But no, you just want stuff handed to you because you have a vagina, you have a uterus, you have ovaries. Like, Jim Henson didn't get famous just for having a dick and balls. Neither did Walt Disney, Albert Einstein, Norman Borlaug, Jesus. Assuming he was real, which he may or may not have been. Penn and Teller, they didn't get famous for being men. And there's even a lot of women who are famous for more than just being women. Like, what's a good example? Like, Marie Curie, I guess. Oh, but no, people talk about her because she's a woman, not because... Like, bottom line, just accept whoever's good for the job and don't take their genitals into account. Do you think it's ever acceptable to joke about rape? Only if the rapist is the butt of the joke? Yeah, it's somewhere between this and yes, but I'm just going to go with this one just to be safe. This is how BuzzFeed Australia does Halloween. Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. Is it sexist to call a woman sweetheart? It's okay if you know the woman well. Is it sexist for a man to offer to carry a woman's bags? Yeah. Only if he wouldn't help. a man in the same situation. Yeah, I'm going with that one. I hold doors for both men and women. I let both men and women go ahead of me if I'm like going onto an escalator or something. I never really thought it was a gendered thing until one day I specifically heard someone say holding doors open for women. Like, it's never really been a gendered thing for me anyway. But anyway, is it sexist for a man to hold a door open? Oh! we were just talking about that one. And yeah, same answer, basically. Do you think it's okay to market toys to boys and girls separately? Well, this one's oddly specific. I mean, I could have gone with a more nuanced answer if they applied one. Wait, is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Okay, so now, you see, boys and girls generally do have different interests, but you see, there are exceptions to that rule. There's, tomboys, there's girly boys. I don't know if there's a proper term for them that isn't an insult. Anyway, I just gotta let my cat in. Hold on. Hello. Say hi, Clee. Clee. Yeah, she doesn't feel like talking right now. So anyway, yeah, so personally, I'm kind of indifferent to the whole marketing gender stuff with toys, but I lean a little bit more towards no. So, is it okay to wear t-shirts like this? Yeah, I'm just gonna say not at work or school. Do you think it's... Yeah, it's my cat Cleo. Yeah. So, Clee, do you think it's acceptable for the media to comment on what a female politician is wearing? Like, she says she doesn't really care. I mean, well, she's a cat, so she's naked all the time, unless you count her fur. And she can't really help how her fur looks. We can, though. We can shave it off, but she doesn't really have that problem. Shut up, Clee, I'm talking. If it's particularly unusual, or if it's... I'm just going to go with that one. Is it sexist to expect the man to pay on a date? Yes. Is it sexist to expect a woman to... I'm going to lean a little bit more towards yes. Is it sexist to use like a girl? Oh, God, I don't know where to stand on this one. Like, the most common defense I hear of the like a girl statement is that it's used to describe guys. And, it's an insult to say that a guy is like a girl because he's not a girl. And yeah, I agree with that sentiment, but... But yeah, it is a little bit insulting to girls. I mean, how come it's fine for girls to be like boys? Like the whole tomboy thing, like... Apparently a lot of girls do take insult to that though, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna lean a little bit more towards yes. Is this t-shirt sexist? Yes, but it's still funny. Okay. What do you think of page 3? The picture of a topless woman in the British newspaper The Sun every day. I don't care. I don't think it's important. But, like, aren't feminists the ones who think that women should go around being topless? Like, why the double standard? Why is it only okay if you go around naked, but not if other women do it, especially in media? Is the word bitch sexist? Yeah, I'm going to go with the middle group. Which just so happens to be the majority. Is it sexist that female athletes often get paid less than male athletes? Am I allowed to call a friend? I'm just going to consult my cat on this one. Again. Hey, Clee. Um, uh, how would I explain this how would I make this relatable to a cat? Cleo, do you think it's sexist that female cats often don't catch as many birds as male cats? She said it's a little bit sexist, so yes. Is joking about misandry sexist? Depends on the joke. Can men ever suffer from sexism? What do you think? Okay, so what are the results? Hello? I want to know what I got. What? Oh, come on. Well, this is severely disappointing. Well, that just about does it for these two Buzzfeed tests. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is NUT84, and this is Cleo. And we're signing off.